Davenport here at the Dewey Drome, and this is my friend Robert Vess. He's from North Carolina. He's here in this beautiful RV7, and he's going to talk about this beautiful airplane, tell us the performance, how it flies. So I hope you guys enjoy this walk around. We may go flying also, but Robert, thanks for being here.
Hey, Dewey, it's great to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity to come to your great strip here, and I'd love to tell everybody about the airplane.
We're kind of curious about, I've done antique airplanes, but I haven't really done any modern airplanes too much. So what is this airplane?
This is a Vans RV7, which is an experimental, people can build it in their basement or in their garage. It's an all-metal, with a few exceptions, it's an all-metal riveted together aircraft.
So it's not the fabric tissue paper airplanes like I've been flying around?
No, a little bit different, more like production airplanes, except that you build it yourself.
Okay. Well, if you're in the aviation, you know what Vans RV aircraft are, and this is the RV7, which I would love to have a 6 or a 7. I have some friends here, Jeff, Terry, Jared, they have RVs, and I've actually been spoiled with it. So we really haven't had any walk around with a 7. So how about we do that? Can you tell us a little bit about the fuel, the engine, then we kind of go into the performance of the aircraft and the speed and stuff like that.
Okay, well, yeah, this is an RV7, and it's the tail dragger version. They make a nose gear version that they call the 7A. So you can see the conventional gear faired with wheel pants and all. It's powered by 180 horsepower IO 360. It's got a constant speed prop, metal prop here, Hartzell. Dewey was saying something about the fuel. It carries, it has 2 leading edge tanks here that carry 20 gallons usable on each side. And basically flying up here today from North Carolina, I burned between 7.5 and 8 gallons an hour. And at 10,000 feet, 10,500, it was approximately 165 knots the whole way up here. So 2 hours from Sanford, North Carolina to the Dewey Drome. So the airplane has some performance, it has some legs. It's a great traveling machine, but it's also +6, -4G stressed, so you can do aerobatics in it, loops, rolls, spins, whatever you want to do. The airplane will take it. It's sleek. It has top speed of basically 210 mile-an-hour range, but generally you cruise on the order of 165 knots or something like that. And so that's what, 180 mile-an-hour range, and get that type of performance. So one other interesting thing is I burned 16 or 17 gallons of fuel from my doorstep to up here. So it's very fuel efficient. It's got a lot of performance, and you can get in and out of relatively short grass fields or fly off the large runways. So it allows me to go a lot of places that you might not be able to go in other aircraft. So it's been a real blast to fly. It's very light on the controls. The stick forces are low, so you fly it like a fighter, using your fingertips almost, and it pretty much goes where you point it. I really enjoy it a lot. It's just been a blast. All right, so let's have a look inside here. The first thing you notice is that the side-by-side seating in the RV7, that's the option as opposed to the RV4 and RV8, which is tandem seating. The one thing that I really like about this is that you can look somebody in the eyes that you're flying with, and then also the loading of the aircraft is really close to the CG, so you don't have much issues with center gravity, the stability of the airplane being affected by who's in it. So this particular airplane is pretty much a glass cockpit in many ways. I have a Dynon D100 EFIS, so that gives me all of my flight instruments in one box. Obviously the normal GPS navigation. This is a VFR equipped airplane right now. It does have ADS-B transponder and only a single radio. Has an engine management system, so it individually looks at all the cylinders for temperature and well, exhaust gas mixture and the cooling temperature, so you can monitor all that and keep things happy all the time. Another thing that I use extensively because it's just so informative is is I have a iPad that I put up here that's mounted on a cooling mount that I use for flight, and that allows me to have the VFR charts, all the weather and ADS-B traffic information, and all of the things that give you situational awareness while you fly. And then being on the cooling rack there, the iPad is happy and doesn't have an issue with over temperature. But again, this airplane has constant speed props, so you have propeller controls. But other than that, it's pretty much the same controls as in any aircraft. You have harness system so that you can manage aerobatics and all. The tip-up canopy keeps a lot of the structure out of your view, as opposed to a slider. So you have the ability to have tremendous visibility, and obviously has a way to eject the canopy if you're doing aerobatics and have a chute on and need to get out for whatever reason. So it's a great airplane. It's well designed. It's well thought out, and it's I've been really having a lot of fun with it. Okay, this is powered by an IO 360, which is this case it's a Lycoming engine. It's fuel injected. It's a 4-cylinder, normally aspirated, not turbocharged. Makes 180 horsepower. It has a composite cowl here, and you notice that the lines are very sleek. It's well packaged engine installation so that you get a good, cool, and happy engine, but you get a good low drag. Aerodynamic drag is low because of the nice slick setup here. The propeller is a Hartzell constant speed. It's an all-metal prop, and it has what's called the blended airfoil blades on it, so it's a nice efficient propeller that works well with this engine and airplane combination. And we have composite wingtips here with LED, nav, and strobe, and there's a landing light in there also.
I hope you guys enjoyed the walk around. We're going to go flying, but I have to go fly skydivers, so I'm running out of time. And I was going to get Jamie to do the camera, or Jeff, or somebody to fly the Champ around, see if the Champ could keep up with this thing. But Robert, thanks so much.
All right, Dewey, thanks so much, and I enjoyed being here with you.
Until then, blue sky.